Good morning, everyone. Make sure I'm live. You can hear me okay. Good morning. How are you guys doing this morning? Hopefully you're having a blessed morning so far. Today's going to be a good day. It's Friday. We're going to end the day strong, end the week strong. I pray that you've been blessed this past week. If you're here for the first time, my name's Tyler. Welcome. I'm going to be helping navigate you through the wild world of day trading futures. It's going to be a good one, so hit the like button, subscribe, consider asking any questions. I'll be sure to answer as many of them as I can. So glad that you're here. We're going to open up in prayer. Do you guys see that? Do you see the hat? You see the hat right there? Look at that. I've been sick of waiting for my t-shirts to come in, and I decided to make this. What do you think? Huh? Yeah. I like it. Let's go ahead and open in prayer. So, glad that you're here today. Father, we honor you today. We thank you for your goodness and your faithfulness. Father, I pray a blessing over everyone here, Lord, that they would be blessed with everything they set their hands to. Father, I thank you that you've put in us the ability to produce wealth. So today, with confidence and conviction, we go forth with your blessing to build wealth, to advance the kingdom of God, and to make a difference in the lives of those around us. Father, we thank you and we honor you in everything that we say and do. In Jesus' name, and everybody in the chat said, amen. Good morning, guys. Mike, what's up? Jeff? Delgado, Lumi, John, good morning. Fabio, Russ, good morning. Matthew, good morning. Guttenberg, good morning. Just found the channel. What's up, Fabio? Did I say that right? Glad that you're here. Good to have you. Marcelo, what's up? Wendy, good morning. Practicing English and trading and Jesus with you. Awesome. Good morning, good morning. Okay. Well, we're going to have a good day today. I've noticed that the number of people on the live streams have slowly dwindled. It's interesting. We're going to have a good day either way. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Every day we look at the charts and we start with trying to determine what our higher time frame bias is. Yesterday was pretty erratic, not in a bad way, but we've swept the high and we ran down to the daily fair value gap right here. Now that daily and fair value gap includes this large weekly new week opening gap or volume imbalance, okay? So indecisive right here is basically what that tells me. We've grabbed liquidity, rebalanced, but decided to stay right there. So there's a 70% chance we run this high or low. 77 actually, but I just say 70 because it's easier. If we don't, that could be an inside break day. There's also a 70% statistic that goes out and says if London is bullish, closes bullish, there's a 70% chance that the New York session will close bullish. If it closes bearish, then the New York session will close bearish. So we're going to take a look at that as well. Give me a second. So from a weekly perspective, if we consider TGIF, it would be right here. We are already sitting in the 20 to 30% range, so I'm not interested in any of that. Dropping down to the 4-hour time frame, we have those equal highs that I still marked out that were still sitting there. We just recently pushed higher and are now way back down here. Interesting. We don't have any 4-hour fair value gaps anywhere in here. Just liquidity up here. And remember that this candle here was the big purge at the end of the day. The 10 a.m. candle or the 6 a.m. candle was the one that swept this London low by a tick, and at the end of day we sweep the lower and then we close higher. So this is a bullish reaction at the end of the day. What does this tell me? This tells me the algorithm did not want us to end the day with a bearish sentiment. That's not what they wanted. So when we drop down to the 5-minute chart, look, this all happened at the end of day. This happened at 3:55. We run We run 300 points in a matter of an hour, 2 hours. We run 300 points in 2 hours to get back up here before we close for the day. So that's where we are right now. It did not want us to have this bearish sentiment, which everything here was bearish, and they're like, no, we got a lot more we want to do higher. So this is indicative of all-time highs. All-time highs, right? There's a chance that we could see this again. So it's Friday. I like these equal highs more than I like the all-time high right now. But I wouldn't mind jumping up to the 15-minute time frame. I want to see, I'm not going long unless we dip into here. That's just fact. I'm not going to be going long unless we dip into here. Okay? This is my manipulation to potentially go higher. Now, if we want to just drop and keep dropping because we already manipulated and we're going to run lower, so be it. So be it. But this is what I would like to see higher prices if we're going to do that. So if we play off of this reaction here as a bullish sentiment, then I want to see this. That's what I would want to see. So let's go ahead and mark out our London high, London low. Here's London low right here. And then let's mark out midnight open. And our new week opening gap, or new day opening gap. Not our new day opening gap, our opening range, I should say. To me, this is a perfect example of consolidation, potential manipulation, and then distribution. Now, you can have multiple accumulation, manipulation, and distributions throughout the day. You can have one on the overarching day as well. What's up, Calvin? Good morning. All right, so I think we have a analysis put together. We have a narrative. Now, you could play this narrative of this being the accumulation, manipulation, and distribution towards London low. That's a real move. That's a real move. We got 4 minutes till market opens. So I did do some digging for those that are wondering as far as my take profit trader accounts that I found that were live yesterday. And apparently they said I left an order on and it got triggered, so I was in a live trade till the end of the day. And because I didn't get back on my charts, it went into the close with that account being live. So unfortunately and coincidentally, I lost 5 eval accounts yesterday. So gotta have to start over again today. Also, shrink your head. Is that better? All right, let's check out the hourly here. Hourly swept this high right there, or that hourly candle. Closed back down. That's a bear. For an hourly candle, look at that hourly close. I'm not opposed to looking for that for a small scalp. 4 hour is here. But obviously, I'm not going to jump into anything quick. We're going to let it do its thing. We really don't. Let's look at the 1 minute, see if we have a breaker. We do have a breaker with an inversion right here. These are one of my favorite to pay attention to. All right, so see this fair value gap? There's also a fair value gap right there. So this is an inversion. And we have an overlapping fair value gap right here that's been unmitigated as well. So you'll see that fair value gap there. So if I'm going to take a short, I need to see it reach up into here to then move lower. That's how I'd want to take this trade. I'm treating this as my breaker for my entry. I would want to see that. I'm going to pass on 930. Look how we reacted to midnight open multiple times. ES does look heavy, but this is how we're going to address it. So that's how I'm going to play it. And we're getting a 5-minute close. That's not a change in state of delivery here. No close below. I don't care if it's going to flash lower or not. Let's go ahead and mark our 930 level here. Morning, Jeremy. All right, we swept all these lows here. From a 5-minute perspective, we do have this 5-minute that's going to be right here. So we don't need it to fill this whole thing. It just needs to go a portion of it. We'll mark this for a 5-minute BISI right there. Is that overlapping? And we do have a breaker right here that's overlapping with it. Low, high, lower, low, break higher, drop down into it. Gonna mark that level. I'm gonna anchor it to the 12:15 candle. We'll anchor it to the high. So we got that breaker sitting there. It's really small, the new day opening gap. But it is reacting right there. Let's check out FX calendar. Friday. I don't have anything major. It's flirting with this London low right here. It's flirting. Look at that. Look at that. That is looking like we could take some lower prices there. Not going to lie. Wow. This is ES. Look at that shelf. You usually don't get a sweep and then a move back higher when you have this amount of support. I would like this to dig a little bit deeper. That's where I really want it. I want it to be down here, and maybe that happens at 11. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we are bearish and I'm missing it. Chicago PMI already happened. At least that's my understanding. Maybe not. Good morning, Vintage Trader. All right, swept London low. Let's get down into here. That's kind of what I want to see it react to. That's on the 1 minute what I was looking at. That's fine with me. I really need it to dip into here. I need that to dip. I need it to go right there. I'm not going long unless we hit this 515. I'm okay if it doesn't tag the breaker, but I need to be inside there before I go long. Just so you know, there's nothing there. All right, so we have pierced the fair value gap. We're almost at 9:45, so we'll be looking to see if we get any reaction here. ES has dropped as where I said I wanted it to, well below, not just a tiny sweep, but I wanted it to dig into here. So from a 15-minute perspective, we got that fair value gap right here. That's what I wanted. So now let's just see if we get see if we get the displacement. That's really what we need to wait for now. We need a change in state of delivery and displacement to move the other direction. If we don't get that, then we're just going to sit on our hands. From a 4-hour, that I mean, it would need to really, this 4-hour, we would have to have this reaction fairly soon, so we don't have a big black candle on the 4-hour time frame with a large wick. sweeping all of that liquidity up there. I mean, I want to go long. I need it to show me. And right now, I see evidence for both ways, unfortunately. Oh, I mean, it would just be so nice. Here, there, that would be sweet. Sweetness. I kind of want to take just a 1 micro long to see how we react to that breaker. I kind of do. I kind of do. And then add to my position once we get our change in state of delivery and displacement. But this is that breaker I'm referring to right here. It's this. It might have already reacted. No, it didn't. Let me anchor. I need to find out where 50% is. %50 is a little bit lower. I think I'll wait. I wouldn't mind it reaching down into here. It's still inside that area, 50% level. It doesn't need to hit that, but it wouldn't surprise me if we don't get the displacement and it waits till we get all the way down here. So the lower third of that 15-minute BISI is what I'm watching. I do have this breaker. We have these levels just so if we do get the reaction and it's aggressive and it goes far, then we can say, hey, that I feel confident in it, instead of just assuming that it's gonna retrace back down. Closed right on that breaker for that 1 minute. New 15-minute candle right on that level there. $70 handles to here. Is that 70 handles? That's 30 handles. Look at that reaction. This is what I mean by when you can find those right breakers, that's 20 points that you could have made. That's strange. I was wrong on that 15-minute candle. I was looking at the wrong time, apparently. Yeah, end of week, end of month typically is bullish. But as we saw yesterday, it could be in the last hour of trading. Bearish all day and then go 300 points in 2 hours. I don't see any reason for ES to go any lower. It's mitigated all its 5-minute fair value gaps and higher. Everything's been mitigated. Is there a 1 minute that's down here? No, there's not. Everything's been mitigated. So we are, from ES's perspective, I think it's rebalanced its area. From looking at the 5-minute here, we haven't reached down into the lower 5-minute fair value gap sitting down here. And then from a 1-minute perspective, all this is mitigated except for here. There's a small one. That's too small for me to really pay attention to. So if we get displacement higher, I'm open for a long. I want to see if this can turn into a breaker bar. So I want to see a lower low, and this is where my breaker bar would be. Yeah, so the way I treat those, MJ, is if we dipped into it partially, I will consider that mitigated. I doesn't, in my mind, need to be fully closed. And something I learned from ICT is that in a bullish environment, you want them to be partially opened. It's a sign of bullishness. When you look at aggressive price action lower, like this is, let me see if I can find one, where price just wicks into one, like right here, before the drop. We wick in and we partially fill it, and then we aggressively move away. To me, that's a sign of a bullish factor. Now, since it was a while ago, we sure could rebalance it. But I'm just saying, if I get displacement higher, I don't need it, and I'm willing to take the long either way. Yeah, right, exactly. I really want this lower low. I really want to see another push lower. Good morning, Ashley. There's our lower low. That's what I wanted. That could be easily a turtle soup. I'm not going to, I'm half tempted, but I'm not. I don't know. I was trying to think about that. That's why I kept saying I want that lower push. I don't know where I'd switch, BC. I was flipping through the levels here. 1 minute, 2 minute, we've mitigated that fair value gap. The 3 minute, we touched it. The 4 minute, we haven't touched one yet. So maybe a 4 minute inversion. Maybe a 5 minute inversion. I don't have an answer because it's so heavy. Because we haven't had any retracements for 5 minutes. So yeah, we do have an SMT on ES and NQ with that lower low. ES did not give us the lower low. At this point, I really would not mind seeing the 10 a.m. candle sweep lower, and then we get the displacement higher. That would give me my hourly and 4 hour sweep of liquidity on the 4 hour time frame. So it looks something like this. This would close. The new 4-hour candle would sweep a little bit lower and then push higher, pushing for that bullish narrative. We have lots of big wicks down here. Big candle there towards the equal highs. That could be nice. Same with the 1 hour. 1 hour candle closes, sweep lower, and then we push higher. It would give us a large 1 hour candle, but that 1 hour candle is delivering inside of a 1 hour fair value gap and a 1 hour breaker right there. So we've seen it do this before, close like that and turn around. This is an example of it right there. 2 giant candles lower and then an unbelievably large candle in the opposite direction. Here's another one right here. Make highs and we turn around just like that. It happens more than you think. Large low, turns right around and moves the other direction. So it doesn't have to be a doji candle for us to be able to go the other direction. All right, so here's 10 a.m. Let's see what happens. It doesn't make it a deal breaker on being able to take a long, but it gives me way more confidence. A vast majority of the moves that actually play out are after sweeps of liquidity. So that's naturally what I want to see. I want to see the sweep of liquidity. That screens bother me. So you're looking for the 9 a.m. hourly low to be swept. Yes, I am. And if it doesn't sweep it on ES, that's even better. That's even better. I slowed down my speech for emphasis. That's even better. Patience is everything. No, this isn't bad, PA, Jeremy. This is time distortion. It's passing time. When we will sit on our hands until we see displacement. We need aggressive price action to say, hey, the time for time distortion is over. We're moving on. 59. What would have been your model then? What's your model? BC. Hello? Oh, I thought my wife called. No, we're not going to be bringing them in today since it's Halloween for any Halloween activities. All right. All right. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. All right. So there's our push lower, our sweep of liquidity from the 9 to 10. Let's see if it reaches for 50%. We could do that the same on this one here. 50% of that range. We've reached 50% on that. All right, so there's our 50% tag. Now I'm just waiting for it to go long. I'm bullish. Didn't give us the fair value gap. I was hoping it was going to give me the fair value gap. ES just gave us an inversion to the upside. Right here. That's 40 points. So this is a lot of room here. Five-minute change in state of delivery is up here. We can't really look at the 15-minute. There's nothing there on the 15-minute for us. Okay, there's our 5-minute change in state of delivery. We'll get it in 1 minute. Some people call it that. It's when price is moving the other direction. I want to see the last series of down close candles be closed above. I'm going to go long. I have my stop loss placed here. If it hits me, I'm not opposed to getting back in if price is moving higher in case it's just being erratic. But I'm just not going to hold it and for it to make a new low. It needs to hold this. It needs to hold this fair value gap right here.
canceled.
Well, it hit me on that wick. We'll see where it closes. Because all the signals are to go long. Reach down into a 30-minute. I'm going to wait. Or a 30-second. I'm going to wait till I got the for sure confirmation. That's not the breaker. It is a breaker, but that change in state of delivery was right here. Kind of just waiting, kind of just watching, paying attention, seeing where our opportunity is. We're still closing below the 5-minute change in state of delivery. CISD right there. It needs this in 20 seconds. It needs to close above it if we're going to get it. lot of sitting, a lot of waiting. It's going to happen, folks. It's going to happen. We're going to get it. A little disappointed that it wicked me out there. In the beginning, it seems so exciting. Yeah, it always does. Can't wait them all. No, sir. I say that maybe a little prematurely. Now I'm like, maybe that was a good stop loss. Yeah, I mean, the next spot that I would have had a stop loss would have been at that low. So, that's okay. We'll see if it gives us an inversion right here. If it reacts aggressively, you better believe I'll be getting in that. Is the Academy beginner friendly? It is just one step above beginner. You need to have an understanding of what you're looking at on the charts. You need to know what candles are, bullish, bearish candles. You need to know open, high, low, close. You're going to need to know how to log into a prop firm account or find information on getting on one. But outside of that, then yes, it is. The concepts are, when we say beginner, the concepts are not beginner, but I explain them as simplistic as I can, and in time, you understand them. When I first learned ICT concepts, it was just like a whirlwind of what the heck is this? What's that? What does this mean? What is this? What about in this situation? You know what I mean? So, very much so, it's very possible to do it. Not gonna lie, if we get an inversion here, I'm probably gonna take it. I can't ignore that. Way to go, Kay. I'm waiting to see if it dips back down into here. We did get the inversion. But we're right at 930, just under 930. So I'd rather take a long off of a retracement. Yeah, the 5-minute change in state of delivery is nice. The last 5-minute candle looks nice as well. It closed with a large low bearish wick. We got 30 seconds before the next candle close. If that candle there closes above the 5-minute, that's going to be a really strong sign. But yeah, we got a lot of price action right in here, and it's just not. I feel like it might be waiting for 11 o'clock, and I'm not going to get caught in a trade for 30 minutes going sideways. I about did, but got stopped out. The 1 minute, we've had several 1 minute change in state of deliveries. The most recent one would be also, right, the breaker. Low, high, lower, low, boom. Now, this is 1030. Keep that in mind. 1030 typically has some type of reaction. It could pull right back into this range. It's one of the reasons why I'm not a big fan of taking trades at 1030. Now, I'm not always right on this. I haven't looked at lucid trading. I see a couple people doing it. are messing around with it. I'll be right back, folks. Hi, Benjamin. Yep. Mamma mia. I'm waiting for the 5-minute change state of delivery, which will be here in 15 seconds. From that, then I'm going to look for my entry. The breaker looks good, and we could dip into, let's see if it wants to dip into this inversion again. I have 3 boys. 14, 11, and 9. I missed my initial entry because I wanted to wait for the 5-minute change in state of delivery. So I didn't get this right here. That turned into 30 handles, 40 handles. Now I need to wait for a retracement of some kind. It could be as little as this, but we're still not in the macro time. We've been sitting here a lot. Why don't we do our daily affirmation? How many likes do we got? Are we close? Are we close? Tell me we're close. Tell me we're close. I can't see it. Why can't I see it? They changed these things, the settings. It's like I can't see it anymore. There it is. All right, let's hit 60 likes. 5 more likes and we'll do our daily affirmation. Give me 5 more likes and we'll do the daily affirmation. I will be watching this 5-minute. If we dip down into this 5-minute, I'm going to take a long. All right, there we go. Let's do our daily affirmation. All right, 10:30. I put the wrong date. I'm just noticing that. Today, I trust the Lord completely. I release the need to control and lean on his wisdom, not my own. He directs my path with peace, clarity, and purpose. This is based on Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 and 6. I lean not on my own understanding. In all my ways I acknowledge him. Today I trust in the Lord completely. Even if the move doesn't go the way I want. Even if I don't get the entry that I want. I trust in the Lord. And I lean not on my own understanding. Amen. We're still looking for this move. So we're kind of jumping back and forth right here. We've reached almost 50% of the drop that we have. It's not really what I want to see. Oh, stinkers. That's disappointing. I probably was more conservative on the 5-minute change in state of delivery being ran because of my first loss right here. Decided to take one more stab lower. Missed it. Is it bad price action anymore, Jeremy? Price is printing. I normally would take an inversion here, but we're too close to midpoint. I would have wanted to take that down here. Oops. Down here. Let's look at the 15-minute time frame. We got a 15-minute candle that's printing. Yeah, they said that I left 2 limit orders on, and they got filled apparently, and I didn't realize it. So, yes, those accounts were blown by accident. A little irritated that I'm missing this move. Yeah, it stinks, but is what it is. This is the first fair value gap that we've dipped into. I guess we dipped in one here, but I wasn't willing to take it because of the midpoint. I'm marking out the 5 minutes to see when we dip into more than just a 1 minute fair value gap. So I'm just marking these as we move to see if I can join in on a continuation. I guess technically it would be a reversal. It literally did 95% of what I wanted it to do, and I missed it. Bummer. I think he would have taken partials and at least have a runner. Am I wrong, Tyler? For what? Oh yeah, we're doing a giveaway today. By the way, we'll do a giveaway. Yes, we will. Probably in like 25 minutes. We're going to give away five Apex accounts. Take Profit Trader said no. They said, no, you need to have a certain volume for us to give you free accounts. I might take another try at a long right here. Waiting. Maybe I miss it. I'm wanting this. Bet, Jonathan. I wish I had the confidence for myself. Just take that. Glad you like it, Jonathan. Sometimes it's boring, but this is more about a little more than just boring. It's a little irritating that I missed it. What is the range here? All right. I'm going to try a long. We'll see if we're right or if we're wrong. Swept that low inside that fair value gap, inside the 5-minute. So I'm currently long right now. I should have it on the screen, right? Yeah. Hello, Caroline. We'll see if we get the reaction here. If we close below this fair value gap, I will close my position, and I probably will be done for today. I want to see another push higher here, not lower. What was my first? A lot of sitting, a lot of waiting. You're short now. I mean, I could see it retrace. I mean, I could see a larger retracement, but I think the overall direction is here. And midnight open, I like as a level. It's overlapping with this fair value gap. 930 level has been untagged. That could be tagged. I like that level too. Do 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 do, 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 do. Come on. Give me the push that I'm looking for. So I have this fair value gap marked. That's really my target. Right around midnight open, probably 192. I'm just shy of that at 191. So I think that's not a bad place. That would be not as big of a trade as I want, but we do have a 15-minute fair value gap sitting, the high sitting at 148. You know, I know that from a comedian, not even the song. I think I've heard the song maybe once. But that from, what's his name? The comedian. He plays music on the guitar, Christian. Hilarious. I'm drawing a blank. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. It's not Keller. Not Tim Keller. Tim Hawkins. Thank you. Tim Hawkins. Can't get... It was wedding songs. He was going to sing these wedding songs when they're walking down the aisle. You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes... All right, we'll do the giveaway while we're in this trade. It would be easier to do the giveaway if I was up a ton. Because when you're not, you kind of just stare at the charts. These are going to be 50K accounts. They'll be for Apex. If you're in a restricted country, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to participate. All right. If you want to be a part of the giveaway, go ahead and make a comment. Once you make your comment, the Nightbot will register that you are here. So I have BC, John, Dominic, Stefan, Kohler, Destin, Trader, Kevin, Mike. All right, now it's moving. All right, so we'll give it a 5 minutes or so, and then we will start the giveaway. This is for Apex, Jonathan, yes. All right. Yeah, Apex is generous. I appreciate Apex. I appreciate Apex doing what they do. That's why they probably do so well. They give a lot. They do have some rules I'm not a fan of, but you know what? You can trade with 20 accounts. And when they're doing their 90% off sale, they are by far the best firm to go with at $18 for a 50K account. So let me tell you a little bit about them since we're going to do them and we're sitting here waiting for my trade to turn into a winner. Apex, they've been around quite a long time. So I originally went with them because how long they've been around. So at that point, there was firms that were closing. So I wanted to go with a firm that I knew would be able to pay out. And they have. I've received multiple payouts with them. They do have a trailing drawdown on their evals and their funded accounts. You do have to wait 8 days to get a payout. They do have a consistency rule, but you can pass your evals in 1 day. You can take one trade and you can pass that eval in 1 day if you want to. I think they're great for brand new traders because of how inexpensive they are. However, if you're looking for end of day drawdown, which is better at keeping you from blowing an account, you might want to check out My Funded Futures or Take Profit Trader, which it's a little more expensive, but you can avoid the trailing drawdown. Apex is the only firm that allows you to scale with 20 different accounts copied at the same time. That's a huge deal. It's where these big traders are getting their massive payouts because they're trading 20 accounts. So I think they're great for brand new traders. And no, John, we're about to do it. And you are entered because you made a comment. If you want to be in the giveaway, all you got to do is make a single comment. So I think they're great for brand new traders, also for traders that are looking to scale. I think they're great. Okay, with that being said, let's see how many people we got on here. I have only 49 entries. Let's see how many people are on stream. I don't know how many people are on stream here. Let me see. Okay, it says only 49 entries, and there's 124 of you. So I'm assuming more. You just make a comment. Let me make sure Yes, Vintage Trader, you are in here. So you have a shot to win. Now it's going up. And my candles are going up. Let's go. Let's go. All right, last call. We'll do it 1 minute. In 1 minute, we will do the giveaway. Go, 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 go. No, 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 no. All right, here we go. Giveaway number 1, our first winner. And you're going to need to email me at tyler@thepurposedriventrader.com. tyler@thepurposedriventrader.com. And I will give you the discount code. Here we go. Winner number 1 is J Love Reacts. Make a comment and then send me an email. You need to make a comment here so I know that you're present, or I'll send it to somebody else. You also just send me the country that you're in, just so I know. Sometimes people realize and think they are in a country that accepts it, but they're not. So make a comment that you're here and the country that you're in. I like that close. We closed above that down close candle. J Love, are you here? I haven't seen a comment from you yet. We give it 1 minute. No, we're giving away 5 accounts. 5 accounts, 5 accounts. All right, we're going to do the next one. I haven't seen him respond yet. Winner number 2, and we might... Dean, you are a winner. Send a message. Let me know the country you're in. We're going to do another winner right now. S. Solafi. You are a winner. Steve Branham, you are the winner. All right, we'll pause right there for a second. Let's see those people here. I need to see Dean. There you are. What country are you in? Let me know the country you're in, Dean. Lo-Fi, there you are. Let me know the country. Solify. Let me know the country you're in. Steve, let me know the country you're in. USA, you're good to go. You need to send me an email. Tyler@purposedriventrader.com. It's a mouthful, but it's there. I might push this a little bit higher, my TP, and be at 930. I'm going to move it to 930. For right now. I never saw Jay. The first winner was J Love Reacts. I haven't seen J Love Reacts, so we will do one in his place. All right, two more. Here we go. Winner number 4, Motor Racing New Z. Put a comment in there. Let me know where you're from. And last one, Lawrence, you are the last winner. All right, let's make sure everybody here, those people are here. Lawrence and Motor Car Racing. Sweet, there you are. Send me an email. Lawrence, are you here? It's rigged. Actually, I never found it so easy for me. Now I don't have to think about it. When I'd have to do giveaways before, I had to count how many people were in there. I'd pick a number, and then I'd count up to find out what it was. I'm like, there has to be a better way. Lawrence from South Africa. Unfortunately, South Africa does not allow. Sorry, bud. So we will be doing another one. All right. BC, you're back in it. You're back in it. Right now we have 60 entries. All right, we have people still here. New winner is Timbo the King. You are the replacement winner. Timbo the King, let me know you're here. Mozambique, I don't think so, unfortunately. I don't think Mozambique. No, as long as you've commented within the last 10 minutes. But if you want to make sure you're in there, just say hi. Where is Timbo the King? Timmy the Timbo. Man, it's definitely taking its sweet time getting up to our levels, isn't it? I don't see Mr. Timbo. So we will do an. I mean, you gotta respond. You gotta respond. All right, here we go. Let's do it again. Winner is sorry, Motor Car Racing. You already won one. I don't know how you're in it again. That seems rigged. Jeremy 1111. Jeremy, let me know you're here. Yeah, we got rid of that real quick. Motor Car Racing, you're not getting 2. Sorry. That's how you know that it's not rigged. I mean, why would I give 2? Why would I give 2? Apparently, they're re-enrolled in it and they have another chance to win. But no, they're not getting another one. Jamaica, I think, is allowed. I think they do allow it. I'm not seeing a response from them. I mean, you guys are getting lucky. Jeremy, I don't see Jeremy here. Oh, there he is. Jamaica. Let me just double check on Jamaica, Jeremy. There you are. Let me see here. I'm not liking this drop. This is really irritating. It doesn't say. It says that you should be fine. All right, so there we got our winners. If you want, send me. If you want to receive them, send me the email. Email I will pin to the top here. Where am I? Send it to that email address, and I will get you guys that discount code for a free Apex account. So that's all we got today. We'll be doing more this month, probably maybe once a week. Not next week, but the week after. So we'll probably go every other week, and we'll probably do a giveaway if we can. If we can keep that pattern up and they can keep feeding me with accounts, that'd be amazing. Either way, we're still in this trade. Still in this trade. No, it's not at break even yet. I'm watching this 5 minute. If it's gonna close an inversion, then I'm gonna close this. All right, I'm gonna go out. All right, I'm break even, or I close the trade for no gain. We're gonna be done on today. I'm sorry. We're gonna be done on today. Not moving. Missed the trade where I wanted, so I'll be checking out those emails. Look for those emails here later today. Other than that, guys, today is Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, and we will see you guys all on Monday. God bless, and talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye. Okay, if you're going to buy a 50K account, it's the best bang for their buck. All right. Take care, guys. God bless. Bye-bye.